Hi, dear friends. Today we have to study about electrochemistry. So before we have to study about electrochemistry, we just see about that introduction of electrochemistry. What is electrochemistry? So it is clearly we have the knowledge about the thermodynamics. We cannot create a energy and we cannot destroy the energy, but one form of energy we convert into another form of energy. So on the same basis we have to prepare like that. Electrical energy we have to convert into chemical energy. Electrical energy we have to convert into chemical energy, and the same thing vice versa. Chemical energy also we can convert into electrical energy. Okay, so in any form we have to convert into another form of energy. We need some device, so we have to know about the device name. So now electrical energy we convert into chemical energy. We need one type of cell. That cell is called as electrolytic cell. Electrolytic cell. And chemical energy we convert it to electrical energy. We need another type of cell, that is called electrochemical cell. So first we have to differentiate these two types of cell, electrolytic cell and electrolytic cell. So what is electrochemical cell? Electrochemical cell. Okay, I just draw the difference between electrochemical cell and electrolytic cell. So two we have to divide. Number one, in electrochemical cell, the chemical energy convert into electrical energy. And here the electrical energy we have to convert into chemical energy. Convert into chemical energy. And this electrochemical cell is convert chemical energy and electrical energy. It is a spontaneous process. So spontaneous means you know that it is automatically the reactions taken place. From the battery we have to get the electrical energy. Okay, it is a spontaneous process. But the same thing here, it is non-spontaneous, because some of the chemical reaction is not taken place, so we have to passing the energy by means of electricity. So this electrical energy is converted into chemical energy. And here anode is negative charge and cathode is positive charge. So it is vice versa of this. So we have to change the charge also. Here anode is positive and cathode is negative. Anode is positive and cathode is negative. So these are the difference between electrochemical cell and electrolytic cell. So electrolytic cell we already discussed in previous classes. From 9th onwards they have to teach about that. So it is a beaker is containing two electrodes in the same solution. That is some electrolytic cell. Okay, here we have to passing the current. This one is positive charge anode and this one is negative charge cathode. Okay, so the metal rod is connected with between the current of the wire. If you pass the current, the respective metal will go and deposited to the cathode. So metal is electropositive, so it will go to the negative cathode. So if you're passing the current, during the time, the metal will be deposited continuously to the cathode. After stopping the current, you have to take the cathode rod and you have to scrap with some blade. We can get the metal pieces. So we have to refine the metals. Using this, we can refine the metal. So refining of the metal is not spontaneous. So we have to do that some external force. That external force is electrical energy. So using electrical energy, we can do this reaction. So non-spontaneous, and charge will be anode positive and cathode will be the negatives. So metal will be the electropositive, so it will go and attach to the cathode. So this is we already studied in earlier classes. Now new things we have to study in this year, electrochemical cell. So electrochemical cell is vice versa of electrolytic cell. It is spontaneous, anode negative and cathode is positive. Okay, so then next we have to know about the electrochemical cell by using the applicants. The name is Daniell cell. Daniell cell. So what is this Daniell cell? So this is a diagram of Daniell cell. So I just zoom for this. Okay. So this is the Daniell cell apparatus. So what is the difference between the electrolytic cell and Daniell cell? So that electrolytic cell is a single beaker containing two rods. It's a single beaker containing two rods, electrode rods. Okay, but here what happened? Different beakers for anode and different beakers for cathode. So here it is internally connected. Internally connected. Electrolytic cell. So it is another difference. So the rods, electrodes are connected internally, but here the rods are connected externally. Externally connected by means of salt bridge. So laterly I am explaining about the salt bridge. First, this is the setup. So what is the setup? The setup is consisting of a beaker. The first beaker, the left side of the beaker. The left side of the beaker having a zinc sulfate solution. And the right side of the beaker containing a copper sulfate solution. It is a blue color, pale blue color solution. So they have to place in a pale blue color. And this will be a colorless zinc sulfate solution. So in this zinc sulfate beaker containing a zinc rod and copper sulfate solution consisting of copper rod. So approximately we have to take an 1 m solution of this. So 1 m solution of zinc sulfate and 1 m solution of copper sulfate have placed into the beaker separately. And this solution we have to immerse a zinc rod in the zinc sulfate solution and copper rod in copper sulfate solution respectively. And this copper rod and silver rod is connected to the electrical wire. So here we have to place some bulb connection. Okay. After complete setup of this, we have to get 1.1 voltage current. This 1.1 voltage current is glowing the bulb. Okay. So how we have to producing the current? That we have to check it out. So zinc, it should be placed in the anode, and the copper rod it is placed at the cathode. Okay. And the first thing, this setup, the zinc rod oxidized. The zinc rod will be oxidized. So zinc rod will be oxidized. We have to get zinc 2 plus and 2 electron. These 2 electrons are moving through the wire from left side to right side So this electron will go here at the cathode. The copper 2 plus, from the copper 2 plus solution, in this solution, the copper 2 plus solution, taking the 2 electrons, it is deposited at copper. Okay. After deposition of the copper in the copper rod, so a current I will be produced in the opposite direction of electrons flow. Result, what happened? The bulb will be glowing here. So we have to getting that 1.1 voltage current. So this is the redox type of reaction. Here oxidation of the cell, and here it is reduction of the cell. So oxidation of the cell, zinc gives a zinc 2 plus, and reduction of the cell, copper 2 plus, can give copper. Understood? Now here, so zinc 2 plus ions will be, more amount of ions will be formed after producing of electrons. So result, what happens? These zinc 2 plus ions are positive charges. The positive charges surrounded the negative electron. Positive charges surrounded the negative electron. So result, what happened? Further oxidation is not taken place. Result, further oxidation is not taken place. So no current will be produced. No electron is produced means no current will be produced. So at that time, our salt bridge will helpful for us. Our salt bridge consisting of potassium chloride salt solution. This salt bridge is a glass tube. It is connected in the externally by the zinc rod and copper rod, zinc sulfate and copper sulfate solution. This potassium chloride will be filled with this glass tube, and here potassium chloride, the glass tube is filled with the KCl solution, and here the tip of the glass tube we are having a cotton wool. Here it's having a cotton wool on both the sides. So from this we have to get a chloride ions. These chloride ions will connect with the zinc 2 plus ion, so producing a zinc chloride. So finally what happened? The oxidized form of zinc 2 plus surrounded the anode. It will be converted into zinc chloride. So it will decreasing the concentration of zinc 2 plus ion. So decreasing the concentration of zinc 2 plus ion. So furtherly the zinc rod continuously producing the zinc 2 plus. So it will producing continuously zinc 2 plus. So we are getting the electrons. So we can get the currents. At the same time, here in the cathode area, the copper rod, what happened? Copper 2 plus will be deposited into the cathode. So result, what happened? Sulfate ion. This sulfate ion is surrounded by the cathode rod because it is negative charge. Cathode, here it is the positive charge. So all the sulfate ions surrounded the copper rod. Result, what happened? Further deposition of copper will be stopped. So at that time, our salt bridge will be helpful to us. So here a potassium plus ion will be dissolved into the solution from the salt bridge. The K plus reacted with the potassium sulfate, we have to get K2SO4. So what happened? Finally all the sulfate ion is neutralized to salt will be formed. So the surrounded sulfate ion concentration will be decreases. So further copper 2 plus will go and attach with the cathode rod. So copper 2 plus will go and attach the copper rod. We have to get the current. Okay, so here the application of salt bridge to maintain the electrical neutrality. Salt bridge, it is helpful to maintain electrical neutrality. Electrical neutrality. So more zinc 2 plus ion is stop the flow of current. More copper 2 plus ion will be deposited, the current will be produced, but sulfate ion will be surrounded the cathode, means here the salt bridge will take the potassium sulfate as a salt deposited into the electrolyte. So continuously we have to get the current. So these are applications of salt voltage. Now the electrical circuit is completed and the current will be continuously producing. So we have to get the 1.1 volt current from this device. In this device, a chemical reaction is converted into electrical energy, and how much of electrical energy we have to produce means in this cell we have to get 1.1 voltage current. Okay, so now for small rectifications of this experiment, so we have to do that one by the case studies. So we have to do the case studies. Okay, so this is a case studies. So it is a case number 1. So it is a case number 1. So in this case number 1, so I have to connect the Daniell cell with the external voltage. The external voltage, it has a variable resistor. Using the variable resistor, I can adjust the voltage. Okay, so Daniell cell Daniell cell will produce the current as 1.1 voltage current. So now I have to connect this circuit with the external circuit with the variable resistance. Now my variable resistance will be producing, it is less than 1.1 voltage current. It is the external circuit. Clearly understood? This is the external circuit. The external circuit will produce the current. The external circuit will produce the current. Now it is less than 1.1 voltage and it is connected with the Daniell cell. Okay, so Daniell cell also produce 1.1 voltage current. Now my circuit will produce less than 1.1 voltage current. So my circuit will produce less current. Daniell cell current will produce a greater one. So result what happened? The greater force of Daniell current. So electrons automatically what happened that it is flows from zinc to copper rod. Electrons flows from zinc to copper rod and the zinc will be dissolved and anode will be deposited. So it is normally occur in the Daniell cell reaction. This is a case 1. So now we have to go into case 2. Case 2 is what happened. My external circuit will give 1.1 voltage current and our Daniell cell also give 1.1 voltage current. So now both the current will be same at constant. So what happened? Result, nothing will occur. That is, no flow of electrons or current, no chemical reactions are taken place. So this is a second case. Okay, now we are going to the third case. In this one, now my external circuit will give greater than 1.1 voltage current and the Daniell cell will produce 1.1 voltage current. So my external circuit will produce greater electrical voltage compared to the Daniell cell. So result what happened? The Daniell cell work reversely. The Daniell cell work with the reversely. What happened? Reversely means electrons flow from now copper to zinc. Before that what happened? It is produced from zinc to copper. Now it is produces from the copper to zinc. So it work reversibly. Reversibly means what? Chemical energy here Daniell cell convert chemical energy into electrical energy. Now we are giving greater than 1 voltage. Electrical energy converted into chemical energy. So that's why the electrons flow from copper to zinc. The current produces in the opposite directions and the zinc will be deposited at the zinc and copper will be dissolved into the solution. So exactly reverse of this. So it's the 3 cases we have to study in our NCERT textbook. So all the 3 conditions you must know about that. Less than 1.1 voltage, Daniell cell as usually work, giving same voltage of the current, nothing will occur because it is in equilibrium. Now greater than 1.1 voltage, the cell will be work reversibly. So this is the introduction of electrochemistry of the chapter. So in next class, we have to study about the electrode potential by using the Nernst formula. Thank you.